You're watching Arise, the world's standout news channel. Arise News, awards, and beyond.
Ably represented by the Honorable Minister of Works, Senator Dave Mweze Umahi. We have gathered to give him the honor that is due to him as a father of our land and the nation. Almighty Father and God, we commend our President into your hands. Continue to be with him throughout his tenure in the most exalted office as a father of our nation. Grant him the wisdom and insight to lead our people, to know that he is the father of all in a nation as diversified with different ethnic groups, cultures, languages, strengths, talents, and gifts as ours. Help our leaders, especially the president, to know and always to keep in mind that these diversities are from God Almighty and for the good of all. May no part of this country experience discrimination and disadvantage of any kind. We pray also for us citizens that God will grant us the spirit of patriotism and respect for our leaders and the constituted authorities. May the visit of our president to our beloved state, Abia, bring good tidings of security, peace, progress, prosperity, stability, and above all, a confirmation to the great and wonderful work of our amiable governor, Dr. Alex Chioma Oti, OFR. We pray for our president that he may enjoy good health of mind and body and a successful leadership. At the end of his visit, may you, O Lord, grant him journey mercies back to his destination, and as well to all who have come to honor him and witness the event of today. We make this prayer through our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son, who lives and reigns forever and ever. Amen.
Professor Augustine Echema, please be seated. Good afternoon, Your Excellencies, and very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Of course, this is welcoming all of us, those who trooped out en masse from Umuahia, the capital city of Abia State, where His Excellency, our dear governor, led the #1 citizen of this great nation, His Excellency, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for the commissioning of the remodeled Dr. Michael Opera Auditorium. Thereafter, we came back right into the city of Aba, the commercial hub of the southeast, south-south Nigeria, to commission 7 linking solid roads for the people of Abia and the Nigerian nation. Your Excellencies, of course, the crowd that we witnessed today is a crowd that is purely organic, showing the massive love they have for Mr. President, showing the massive love they have for our dear leader, the governor of Abia State, and indeed the people that trooped out en masse to honor today's invitation. I'd like to, on that note, welcome all of us and remind us that when the Lord brought back the captivity of Zion, we were like those who dream. Today in Abia State, under the watchful eyes of His Excellency, Dr. Alex Oti, our hearts are filled with unspeakable joy. And of course, we are highly honored to have graced this event and to commission all of these projects. The #1 citizen in Abia, in Nigeria, the man whose agenda is to continually transform the Nigerian nation, Mr. President, who is undaunted in his task of elevating Nigeria through strategic developmental initiatives. Join me, therefore, as I respectfully welcome His Excellency, the President of this great nation, His Excellency, distinguished Senator Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR President and Chief, the Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You're welcome to Abia, God's own state. Please, a round of applause for him. A round of applause, a round of applause. Let me also inform us that His Excellency, Mr. President, is here represented by a great performer of note, a great son of the Southeast Nigeria, and of course, the one-time governor of Ebonyi State, one-time senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and today, to the glory of God, a very hardworking, a very indomitable minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, manning the Ministry of Works. His Excellency, Senator, Engineer David Nweze Umahi, CON, and a fellow of the Nigeria Society of Engineers. Sir, you're highly welcome. Let me appreciate and welcome the convener of this program, the governor whom the people, for the love they have for him and Mr. President, trooped out en masse to honor this invitation. Our dear indefatigable governor of Abia, God's own state, His Excellency, Dr. Alex Oti, OFR, Diekweme na Abia State, you're welcome. Let me also welcome another great son of Abia, and of course from the Abia North Senatorial District, a leader in every right. I welcome the Deputy Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, the Right Honorable Benjamin Okezie-Carlo, CFR, PhD. You're highly welcome. I'd like to also welcome His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Abia State, His Excellency, Engineer Ikechukwu Emeto, fellow Nigeria Society of Engineers. You're highly welcome. Join me also as I welcome the Honorable Minister for Labor and Employment, no less a personality than a great daughter of Abia State, Mrs. Nkiruka Onyejocha. Ma'am, you're welcome. Let me also appreciate and recognize the distinguished senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria who are here. But please permit me to use the distinguished senator representing the good people of Abia South Senatorial District, no less a personality than His Excellency, Senator Enyinaya Harcourt Abaribe. Alasala, you're welcome. We have other senators in attendance in this event today, and of course I use Alasala to reach out to all of you. I'd like to also welcome other great Abians and Nigerians who are here today. Permit me to welcome the former Deputy Governor of Abia State, His Excellency, the Right Honorable Uday Akochukwu. Sir, you're highly welcome. Let me also welcome and appreciate the Speaker of the Speaking House of Assembly in Abia, the Right Honorable Austin, the Right Honorable Emmanuel Emeruwa. Sir, you're welcome. I want to Appreciate also members of the Federal House of Representatives in attendance. There are so many of them here, but please permit me to use the leader of caucus, Okenze Jinja Onwusibe, representing the good people of Isialangwa North and South Federal Constituency, to reach out to all of you. I'd like to appreciate other members of the Abia House of Assembly, those from Abia, those from Ebonyi State, and other states in attendance. Ladies and gentlemen, we have here also a delegation that accompanied His Excellency's representative to this event. Please permit me to use Senator Ebonyi Onyekachi, the Deputy Chief Whip of the 10th Senate, to reach out to all of you. We appreciate your presence in this event today. I'd like to also appreciate the State Acting Chairman of the Labour Party, Sir Emmanuel Weze Oti. We have the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Kenneth Kalu, the Chief of Staff to His Excellency the Governor, Pastor Caleb Ajaba, State Head of Service, Mr. Benson Ojaikere. I want to use you to reach out to members of the body of permanent secretaries who are here today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have members of the Southeast Development Commission, and I want to use a former speaker in this great state, Abia, to reach out to all of you. The Right Honorable Ugochukwu Stanley Ohajuruka, you're all welcome. Honorable commissioners from the different states in the southeast region of Nigeria who are in attendance, we welcome all of you. But please permit me to use the very hard-working Honorable Commissioner for Works in Abia State, Engineer Otumchere Oti, fellow Nigeria Society of Engineers, to reach out to all of you. Special aids to His Excellency, the Governor, and of course, special aids from different states who are here today. We appreciate you. Heads of different government establishments, former appointees of government on different flanks who are here today, you're highly welcome to Abia State. The executive mayors of the 17 local government areas who are here today, we appreciate and welcome all of you. Members of the Abia business community, captains of industry here present, let me use Ide John Udabala, Owele Greg Okafor, Chief David Oba Onoha Bodex, Chief Liu Nnadu Okoye, Chief Ncheta Omerebe, Chief Jerry Carlo Oshimiri, to reach out to all of you. Our spiritual fathers and of course fathers of faith who have kept on consistently standing in the gap for our dear state and the Nigerian nation, we welcome all of you. I want to use Bishop Professor Augustine Echema to reach out to all of you. The traditional ruling institution in attendance. Let me use the Chairman, Council of Traditional Rulers in Abia State, His Royal Majesty Eze Linus Ntomba, to reach out to all of you. Service commanders who are here today. Let me use the Commissioner of Police, Abia State Police Command, CP Danladi Isa, to reach out to all of you. Leadership of the different market unions using the Asmata President, Chief Alphonsus Udibo, to reach out to all of you. Leadership of the various motor unions, we appreciate all of you. Using the chairman of NURTW, Chief Comrade Chukwuma Azade, alongside the state chairman of RTEAN, and that's no less a personality than Comrade Nnamdi Balogu. The different support groups who are here today, who left their shops, left their businesses, left their sources of livelihood to give Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu a rousing welcome. We say thank you for this honor today. Ladies and gentlemen, Ndi Abia State, Ndi Nigeria, this is history that is marked today. This is history because we have a leader who keyed into the reform agenda of Mr. President, knowing that Abia State will continue to take the lead in better development and infrastructure for the good of the people. Again, we want to say welcome to Abia State, where we have a working governor in motion. Welcome to Abia State, the home of hospitality and God's own state. On that note, I'll call for the presentation of kola nut. Mana sibiko ndi odinaka ha ka paputa oji were nabatara anyị onye isi ala onye hapụrụ ihe niile ọ na-eme n'ụbọchị taa ibi kwanyere gọvanọ anyị ugwu ịgbape all the road projects that were commissioned today. Biko buru na oji chara acha nyere anyị Jagaban of Africa. Thank you so much. You're welcome once again.
If you call him Choma,
Choma,
Hussein Amakano,
Choma,
if you call him
Choma, Choma, Mama, Choma.
this guy Gondo. This guy Gondo. Blessed be your holy name. I never see your type. With a conscience. Blessed be your holy name. Blessed be your holy name.
This guy God, oh, I never see your type. Oh.
Thank you. I'm watching. Thank you. Thank you, Revan. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, 1, 2.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
I don't know when I launch it. What I'm going to do.
Sure. Right. And 2. Let's see. Hey, 2.
Thank you, Anivoyus. Thank you.
Check 1, 2. Check.
Abia, Mamman. Abia, Mamman. Nigeria, Mamman. Nigeria, Kwezono. Ndị ije na-abịala anyị. Dịka omenala Igbo si dị, ọjị apụtala. N'egbughị oge, ama ayọ si biko ka e nwere ọjị a nyefee nwanne m nwoke oke ama ọjị a nyefee onye isi anyị ka o were ọjị chọọ ndị bịara ije Nigeria mma mmanụ
Abia mma mmanụ Igbo keleenụ Nigeria kelezuonụ maka oge anyị ga-egbu ihe ndị mkpụmkpụ biko ndị chiri echichi ndị nọ n'ọnọdụ ọbụla ha nọ ndị National Assembly ndị State House of Assembly ndị minista na ndị kọmishọna ekelela m unu aga m ewere ọjị a nyefee nwanne anyị nwoke Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu CFR Deputy Speaker House of Representatives ka o were ọjị a chọwa onye isi obodo onye ọ na-eweli iwe biko anyị ga-agba ya ọsọ onye isi obodo hụ ọjị ya ewere ya nye onye isi ndị Council of Traditional Rulers ka ọ gọziere anyị ọjị a ka anyị gbapụ ya ọsọ ndewonu
Abia mma mmanụ Nigeria mma mmanụ ndị National Assembly n'ebe a n'aha President of the Senate n'aha Speaker of the House of Representatives anyị ahụla ọjị unu amaalanụ l'ọjị adịghị n'Bekee maka ndala anụ ife n'aka anyị asị ọjị a enyere anyị ọ ga-eru Abuja ma tupu anyị na-ata ya anyị nwere nnukwu mmadụ nọ n'etiti anyị nwere nna nke Nigeria nọ n'etiti anyị ọ gaghị adị mma ka anyị waa ọjị a ma ọ bụrụ na o metụ ya aka ma ewere ohere a na-akpọlite nwanne anyị nwoke onye toruzuru etozu onye bụla nụ gọvanọ bụla sinetọ ga-abụrụ minista amazi m nke ọzọ fọrọ afọ na-aga ịbụ onye na-anọchite anya onye mbụ na Naịjirịa taa si ya biko nna anyị ukwu maghị ndị Abia sitere aka gọvanọ anyị ewetala ọjị Abia mma mmanụ
Chei Abia mma mmanụ Enyimba City mma mmanụ ndị Chukwu gọziri mma mmanụ n'aha onye isi ala ezigbo papa anyị bụ onye ndu Nigeria niile President Bola Ahmed Tinubu anyị na-ekele ndị Abia na-ekele gọvanọ na-achị Abia na-ekele ndị isi ndị Abia na-ekele ndị Abia niile na ọjị unu wetara iji nabata anyị afụrụ ọjị ụwa ọma anyị ga-ata ọjị tata ndụ tata ahụike tata ọganihu Nigeria tata ọganihu Abia steeti Abia mma mmanụ
kemgbe Lesotho batara n'Abia steeti anyị bụ ndị ụwa ọma Chukwu amarala
ọjị bunye ndị eze
anyị bụ ndị ụwa ọma Chukwu amarala anyị bụ ndị ụwa ọma Chukwu amarala anyị bụ ndị ụwa ọma Chukwu amarala
biko were na ọjị nye onye chairman Council of Traditional Rulers, Your Royal Majesty, Eze Linus Ntomba, biko ị ga-egbu ya mkpụmkpụ gọziere ya anyị ka anyị gbapụ ya ọsọ. Ndewo.
Abia North.
Borders.
Abia North.
Borders.
Abia North.
Borders. Borders. Borders.
Abia North.
Borders. Borders.
Abia North.
Borders.
Abia North.
Borders.
Unuche, Abia, Maman. Unuche, Igbo, Maman. Nigeria, Maman. Oyisaye Budaloji, Ojazareka, President Tinubu, Masayeka. Aya gozi oji. Eze Menengwa, Iwoloji. Eze Franklin Wosi, Iwoloji Bagande, Abia South. Eze Ukebu, Iwoloji Bagande North. Adema, because there's a doom. Mandezia North, Mandezia South, Mandezia West. Ibe Bichirechi, Unavoloji. Magoge, Ega Gozioji, Anario, Abasitrelu, Chinekoma, and Nekelegi Magandu Kinyanitadin, and Nekelegi Baka, President Ibrahim Alabia State. Bia Gozia, Bia Nabosa, Yobadu Mamre, also do memory in Abia State. And Nasibiko Chineke, Madam Nereso Bia. Wedwala, Bagala Rudo, and Adobiko, Abasidrelu, Lady Governor, Lady Governor, Lady Edmund Yashi, Lady Guadanachi, Nigeria Buruburu, and Asibiko, Abasidrelu, they were the Naruisi care, Anaganihu, Omenazo, Anaganazo, Omenihu, and Adobiko, I got Ochioma. Tarandu Rukuri, Tarandu Benyasi, Tarandu Babalakwa, and Nario Castrana Cato wine.
All right, thank you. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Moving on now, would like to call for a remark, and that will be done by the Honorable Commissioner. We're moving on now, and reports has it that, of course, we have to take a few goodwill messages for want of time. First on the list for the goodwill message will be the member representing the good people of Abia South State Constituency and Speaker of the Abia State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Emmanuel Emerowa. Please proceed and speak to us within 2 minutes, sir. Thank you. But if there's a microphone there, it will also be nice, so we beat time. Thank you, sir.
Abia, Mamano, Ekeleno, Your Excellency, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Minister for Works, Senator and His Excellency, the former Governor of Ebonyi State, Dave Omahi. Ndabaseye Ebiala. Your Excellency, the Amiable Governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Chioma Oti, the gift of Abia State, the Messiah of our time. You are welcome, sir.
distinguished senators of the Federal Republic and members of the federal representatives, my colleagues, honorable members of the State House of Assembly, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome all of us to today's occasion. Since morning, we have been going around the state to commission very important projects that has been executed by this administration under the leadership of Governor Alex Otti. On behalf of my constituency, the House of Assembly, and the people of Abia State, we want to thank you, sir, the President of the Federal Republic, for finding time to be with us today. I know that what you have seen is not overwhelming because our governor and this administration is very intentional. They were prepared before coming to office. We thank you for supporting us. You have also seen that we have done enough and a lot with what we have gotten and also what we have been able to raise within the state to make the state functional. We still would employ you, sir, to take our message to the President that Abia State needs more. Whenever we cry, let him listen. We want to pray that when you are leaving, God will send you back to your destination very peacefully. Our people says, welcome and good luck. Thank you.
Will be speaking for the Abia Labour Party Federal House Members Caucus. I want to invite, of course, request that the microphone moves to the member representing the good people of Isialongwa North and South Federal Constituency and Chairman Caucus of Abia Labour Party Federal House Lawmakers. Thank you. 2 minutes, please. Thank you, sir.
Your Excellency, Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represented by His Excellency the Minister of Works, former Governor of Ebonyi State, Engineer David Omai. Let me use His Excellency the Deputy Speaker of the 10th Assembly to reach out to all members of the National Assembly who are here, the miracle governor, the governor with conscience, the performing governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Otti, Mr. Speaker of the 8th Assembly and your members, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, we want to thank you for today. We have crisscrossed the length and breadth of Abia State, starting from Umuahia into Aba, the commercial nerve center of Nigeria. We have gone through all you have done. That is why the representative of the president nicknamed you the miracle governor, and that is what you are. On behalf of the House of Reps caucus, we want to congratulate you. We want to tell you that you have earned for yourself another tenure in this state. Anybody who is contesting the governorship of this state against you in 2027, if that person is examined well, it's either that person doesn't have conscience or that person is blindfolded. The governor of Abia State, come 2027, even if you did not agree to contest, Abians will force you to contest. Mr. President, we want you to take this message to Mr. President. Tell him that we love him. He is entitled to his second tenure by the Constitution. Our governor is also entitled to his second tenure. What is good for the geese is also good for the gander. The guy that say, "Lobe mewa ke meribea, obiade amma." Your Excellency, ebaliala, ebudim asa. For some of us who joined you in 2022, we are happy that we are part of the liberation of Abia State. Adende futra la Facebook ta wada church. Kabo chindi beribe. Ndeka asla wata baka ibe lanko. Aslo parakia loya bra. E bakala welanko. Adekwanu hele meno. Atorlojo. Swacho zodaga. Edwe here. Aige monyegi helelu. Biala Abia State biatwe. Obunde Abia State geto ya. Anie. Deka yunama la mama aka. Unu jidoka. Obla hande House of Reps. Lamji kue. Nde wonu.
Thank you very much, Representative Ginger Onwusibe, the Chairman Caucus of Abia Labour Party Federal House Members. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for want of time, I want to again plead that we rest on the already established protocol and stick to the 2 minutes allotted time. Let me invite the very distinguished Senator Darlington Wokocha, Acting National Secretary of the Labour Party, to please speak. Thank you.
Carigo, LSEOT, Carigo, LSEOT, Carigo.
Abia, mmamano. Umuna lesoti, mmamano. Kelewano. Ndeka inabelani. Your Excellency, the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by our brother, GSM, Dave Omahi. You are highly welcome, sir. Your Excellency, the Governor of Abia State, my dear elder brother, Chairman Abia, I will use the Deputy Speaker of House of Representatives to recognize all the personalities here present today. Mr. Deputy Speaker, you are highly welcome. My dear Abians and Nigerians, I want to recap because I traversed from where we started today to this point, and I listened attentively to Mr. President. There are a few words he mentioned and he described our governor, which I want to recap and mention here right now. One, he said that Dr. Lesoti is a gift to Abians.
He said again, number 2, that Dr. Alex Oti is miraculous. He said again that Dr. Alex Oti, when Andaba Nago, Alex Oti, Your Excellency, these are very strong words. When somebody says that it's a gift, it there means it's something that is highly valuable. If somebody says that it's miraculous, it means that that person has done something beyond ordinary. And I think we have to anchor on all this. Your Excellency, we want to thank you for coming and for all these kind words. And I know that you were speaking to members of the choir as far as Abia is concerned. Abians love Alex Oti. Abians love what he is doing because he has shifted the value that we used to know from one point to somewhere. Within 2 years alone, we are happy and comfortable. And I'm sure in the remaining 2 years, we will have a whole lot and a whole reason to bring you back to Abia State for greater celebration. Therefore, I want to thank all of you. I want to thank all our visitors. I want to say by the special grace of God that Abia is rising and we are weeping no more, if I can quote my governor. God bless Abia State, God bless Nigeria, and God bless all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, very distinguished Senator Darlington Wokocha, the acting National Secretary of the Labour Party. Next to speak, will be speaking on behalf of his brother senators. I'd like to invite a very distinguished senator representing the good people of Abia North Senatorial District, His Excellency Senator Enyinaya Harcourt Abaribe, to please speak for other senators here seated.
We have a reason to praise the Lord. For the biggie is done for you.
Thank you, Senator Enyinaya Abaribe, Senator representing Abia South Senatorial District. Thank you.
Your Excellency, President of Nigeria, ably represented by Ezibogom, the GSM, and Minister of Works, Aina Huanya. Unu chere because no kwanya anya choke mebie na ihe na-ekwu ga-adị ike. Governor of Abia, Chiomanda Abia, I na-ekele gị. Amuwane represent this constituency. And ihe anyị na-ahụ ozuola anyị, obi dị anyị mma. Anyị na-ekele mmadụ niile kama anyị aga-ahapụ nke anyị na-ahụ president n'ihi na ndị ụlọ anyị sị la ọ bụghị ahụ onye na-eji akụ isi njuju aghawa aka azụ. Mr. President, only one thing nga fọrọ inyechala anyị ego nye anyị nta nye anyị imo wee nga fọrọ nọ nga abụ kpọghachiri anyị Nnamdi Kanu ta anyị zuru ike ụlọ mma mmanụ kelenu mma mmanụ kelenu.
Thank you, distinguished Senator Enyinaya Abaribe, Senator representing the good people of Abia South Senatorial District. Next to speak is another great Abian, the Deputy Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, Right Honorable Benjamin Okezie-Kalu, CFR. Please speak.
The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by my brother and friend, Senator Dave Umahi, the Minister of Works. Our Governor Alex Oti, the Deputy Governor, the members of the National Assembly here present, the leaders of our faith, our traditional rulers, and other stakeholders here present. Ekele Lamunu. As you know, I am not a member of your party. I'm a member of APC. But when it comes to development, it is important that citizens remember that we were first citizens of this state before we became political party members. And if you love your state, irrespective of the political party of your governor, you must find a way to work with that governor to succeed. This is not my first time of extending this magnanimity. It is in my character to associate with the governor of my state. I did it with Governor T.O.G. I did it with Governor Okezi Bazo, and my brother and friend, who was my friend before he became governor. There is no reason why he will invite me on a special day like this and I will not leave Abuja to be here. Governance is about partnership. The state must partner with the federal government, and the federal government must partner with the state. As the Deputy Speaker, I represent the people of the Southeast in the succession leadership of this country. Abia is part of Southeast. And if I have been with Mr. President visiting Enugu, who is not a member of APC, visiting Anambra State, who is not a member of APC, there is absolutely no reason why I will not identify with my governor in my own state. I have gone with him from morning, visiting all the projects till this evening. I have seen the state projects carried out by the governor, and for that we commend him. But as a member and citizen of this state, I request that the governor, like Oliver Twist, we need more. And also as a federal lawmaker and a leader in this country, I want us to be very vocal in praising the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on how he has made resources available to the states in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. When he removed the oil subsidy, he did not keep that money in Abuja, he sent it to the states. This is my challenge to the Commissioner of Information and all the media houses in Abia State. Please, give credit to whom credit is due. The one that the President has done, the one the President has assisted. Make sure Abians know that our President is supporting his friend, the Governor of Abia State. It is important because it is the philosophy of the Igbos. If we need more from the president, we must give the due credit to the president so that he will release more to Governor Oti to do more for Abia State. Having said that, I want to give a message to Mr. President. Mr. President, sir, we want to thank you as Abians for what you are doing in our state through our governor and what you are doing around the southeast. But I must say, it's about time, Mr. President, that we have another port in the southeast. Southeast are traders. We need a port so that our trading will be enhanced. Mr. President, I also want to say that the destruction, demolition of the houses, of the offices of our brothers in Lagos makes our heart bleed. Mr. President, for some of them who has not gotten the right document, my plea to you is to appeal to the governor of Lagos State to keep accommodating our and please allow them to rectify their document instead of destruction. Let them come into the room and find a way of regularizing some of these documents. It bleeds our heart that in this hard time that houses are being destroyed. But I know that Mr. President, who cares for the Igbos, Mr. President, who made the Igbos one of the first commissioners of finance in his administration, will listen to the yearning of the Igbos. Mr. President, who gave the representative the biggest ministry in his administration, Ministry of Works, who supported me to be the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, who has given us Chief of Naval Staff, controlling the resources of our countries and the waterways for the security. This president loves the Igbo people, and this president will listen to our prayers. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, right about now, I'd like to invite a man of good conscience. I'd like to invite a man of vision. I'd like to invite a man who has consistently transformed Abia State for the better. Our governor who has restored the pride of Ndiabia, His Excellency, who is an icon of good governance, to please address his people. His Excellency, Dr. Alex Oti, OFR. Please speak to Ndiabia and the Nigerian nation.
Please be seated. Thank you. Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, distinguished Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, here ably represented by the former governor of Ebonyi State, former senator and Minister of Works, distinguished Senator Omahe David Mweze, CON. The Deputy Speaker, Federal House of Representatives, Right Honorable Benjamin Okezie Carlo, CFR. Speaker, Abia State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Emmanuel Ihuoma Emerowa. Let me use you to reach out to every other person here this evening. For want of time, I would like to lean on the well-established protocol. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I've titled my speech, Rebuilding Destiny. Aba, Enyimba City, has in the last 100 years evolved from a mere physical address to a symbol of resilient spirit and the entrepreneurial energy of our people. Aba's story, its triumphs and setbacks mirror what has become the defining character of this great community over the last century. The warriors, pathfinders, and go-getters who live here have seen the full spectrum of human emotions. Joy, indifference, and despair are no strangers here. However, what sets the residents of this city apart is the wisdom to successfully navigate the events of each day without losing enthusiasm. The philosophy that everything has its season has strengthened our people with the grit and stamina to remain steadfast in their love for Enyimba City. We have seen Aba on his knees, and now we are seeing it rise like the mythical phoenix. Today's event, beyond the joy of new rose, is the celebration of the resilient spirit of the city. On this note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor to joyfully welcome to the Enyimba City and to Abia, God's own state, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. I would like to specially thank Mr. President for the honor of his presence at this epoch-making event. I'm glad that our dear state is playing host to the leader of our great country on a day like this, when we gather in celebration as one people, sharing a common destiny. Mr. President, permit me to announce that what we are witnessing today is a revival of the energy and buoyancy that once made Aba the favored destination for millions of destiny seekers. Our overarching agenda today is to announce to the world that this city, once in ruins, is now back and ready to roar again. I would like to thank the federal government for its extensive support in the restoration of Aba's advantage as a commercial and industrial city, especially with the ongoing reconstruction and rehabilitation of long-abandoned federal highways passing through and leading into the city. It is to the eternal credit of the present federal administration that Aba now welcomes hundreds of thousands of customers from each week from Port Harcourt and other parts of Rivers State, following the reconstruction of parts of the Aba-Port Harcourt Expressway from Aloji. Businesses in Aba are also experiencing a surge in patronage from our brothers and sisters in Ikore-Beni, Uyo, Calabar, and other parts of Akwa Ibom and Cross River States, who now access the city with little hassle following the rehabilitation of the Aba-Ikore-Beni Federal Highway. The miracle of Aba's restoration points us to the gains of collaboration among different levels of government and reminds us that the post-election politics need not be an obstruction to governance. Permit me, Mr. President, to specially appreciate the Honorable Minister of Works, who himself is representing you here today, for the committed efforts of the ministry to improve the state of federal highways across the country in accordance with your development vision. May I also appreciate you, Mr. President, for your interest in matters of importance to the social and economic development of Abia. Our success in the war against insecurity could not have happened without the express support of Mr. President and his team. Abia remains relatively safe, largely on account of the extensive support we get from the federal security agencies. Our partnership with Abuja has contributed in part to the new season of joy and warmth in Enyimba City, and it is only fitting that the President is here in our midst to celebrate Aba's renaissance on this special day. Permit me, Mr. President, to also thank you for the opportunity you have graciously offered our sons and daughters to serve in important positions in federal ministries, departments, and agencies. Earlier on today, we had the Honorable Minister of State in charge of labor, employment, and productivity join us here from Abuja. She is a daughter of this state whom we are very proud of. We thank the President for her appointment and several other appointments like this. I'm hopeful that Abia will continue to enjoy the goodwill and support of the federal government as we work to address the socioeconomic challenges facing our people. I will also have to acknowledge that the President's reforms and economic repositioning agenda, as tough as it has been on many of us, have also freed up resources for development initiatives and programs in the states. We are impressed with the improvements we are already seeing on major economic indicators. But again, it is also has to be acknowledged that the road ahead is still a long one. If, however, we stay the course faithfully, I believe we shall all smile in due time. So the point we are raising here is that the removal of petroleum subsidy, which yours truly will turn the auditorium into a state-of-the-art modern auditorium with all the required facilities to serve our people. I have no doubt that this facility will serve our people for a very long time to come, particularly with the maintenance system we have already put in place. Mr. President, the roads you have commissioned across the city today are indicative of the scale of our ambition in the Abia Rebuilding and Restoration Project. Tokenism will no longer cut it. We are focused on projects that would have multiplier effects on the economic space, create jobs and establish new frontiers for prosperity. Port Harcourt Road, a major hub for heavy-duty generators and machine parts, was built in the early 80s by the Sam Bakwe administration of old Imo State to support the alternative energy needs of the firms, households, and individuals in the nearby oil city of Port Harcourt. The construction of the road proved to be an excellent idea as machine tools dealers, engineering technicians, retailers, and artisans readily found the new layout to be conducive for their business activities. As expected, several household and commercial entities in Port Harcourt soon came to rely on Abia for their generator parts, machine tools, and service needs. By the mid-1990s, however, things began to deteriorate as inadequate maintenance and the explosion in traffic began to take its toll on the road. The road will eventually collapse in the late 2000s, following decades of neglect. While campaigning ahead of the 2023 election, we made a firm promise that if elected, we shall prioritize the holistic reconstruction of Port Harcourt Road. We went a step further to promise that we shall invite bids from the most reputable names in the industry to lead the reconstruction effort. In October 2023, we flagged off the project and announced Julius Beja as the contractor. I'm glad that the construction giant did not only acquit themselves creditably as expected, they also delivered ahead of the agreed timeline. Today, 2 years after, we have the President and Commander-in-Chief and other leaders joining us to celebrate the fulfillment of a central campaign promise. Our joy is boundless, and for millions of people who live in this city, this day shall remain evergreen in our memory. Port Harcourt Road, which at a point mirrored Aba's regrettable decline, has now returned triumphantly to its place in destiny. I would like to heartily thank the Honorable Commissioner for Works in the State, Engineer Don Otum Cheroti, and his team for steadfast supervision and rigorous quality control measures. Your Excellency, the 7 other road projects you equally commissioned and formally opened for public use, Ohanku Road, Ndoki Road, Ajiwe Road, Umuatako Road, Gabriel Nwosu Road, Nkoro Road, and People's Road, are also of great economic and social importance to the rhythm of Aba, supporting the livelihood of hundreds of thousands of families within the larger Aba metropolitan corridor and beyond. It is projected that the economic impact of these roads could see the value of Aba's gross domestic product rise significantly in the medium to long term. I have no doubt that over the next 12 months, the volume of trade between Aba and other business capitals in the country will double, and we shall see more containers departing the shores of Nigeria with made in Aba products. This city, as the President is aware, is big on fabrics and clothing, shoes, bags, and other leather products. It is also a firm grip on the regional market for plastics, metal fabrication, semi-processed agro-commodities, and more. To support the entrepreneurial ingenuity of our people, we set up an export growth lab in July this year to boost the appeal of our products in foreign markets. My pledge is that we shall continue to deploy the entire machinery of government to support the business of our people, providing every support needed to make our products competitive. The roads commissioned today and scores of others completed before now shall provide the critical leverage to those seeking to build or expand their enterprise dreams. As you may have read, Mr. President, Aba, which hitherto had a reputation of filth, has emerged as one of the cleanest urban destinations in Nigeria. We are greening strategic centers around the city to align with our urban renewal outlook, to make room for the influx of new residents and businesses into the city. We have streamlined the process of land acquisition and development, cutting down the structural and bureaucratic bottlenecks that previously frustrated developers. Our C of O in 30 days policy has boosted confidence in the system, with local and international developers moving in to take advantage of the boom in the real estate market. May I also inform you, Mr. President, that our esteemed guests, that in the next 18 months, our partnership with Radisson Blu will transform the Enyimba Hotel into a 5-star hospitality outfit with an international convention center. And of course, bordered by a leisure and entertainment park handled by Landmark. And every enterprise and cultural ecosystem within it is rising, and echo is already reverberating in the markets around the West and Central Africa. Let me, as I begin to conclude, Mr. President, thank our leaders for honoring us with your esteemed presence. I'm glad to inform that this August gathering, that we are making concerted efforts to improve the economic outlook of our state and the entire region by investing extensively in roads, health, education, ICT, and power infrastructure, following recent liberalization of the electricity market. I would like to, on behalf of other Southeast and South-South governors, invite the committed support of the federal government to the development of a functional rail network to traverse the southeast and south-south regions from Calabar to Enugu, with stations in all the major agricultural and commercial towns along the corridor. A functional rail line will not only improve interregional trade, it will also cause an uptick in employment, improve factor utilization, investment inflow, and more fundamentally, reduce migration pressure in the urban metropolis outside the regions. I would also like to request, Mr. President, that you use your good offices to explore how the seaports closest to businesses in these regions can be optimized to drive the export of goods from here. And I'm glad that the Deputy Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives has mentioned the issue of seaports. And Abia is ready. We are already doing our feasibility study at Obuako. And we believe that with all the approvals, we will be able to build a seaport in Abia State. Having all the seaports around here running at optimal capacity will boost business performance by cutting down costs, improve living standards, and inevitably boost public sector revenue. Lastly, Mr. President, the Southeast region has enormous natural gas deposits that are largely undeveloped. Natural gas has become critical in the new global energy order. It will be to our national advantage to develop these proven reserves in ways that pose no threat to the national ecosystem. The federal government, I can promise, shall get all the required support from the governors to develop this valuable asset and other mineral resources buried between our soil. Let me quickly respond to some of the comments, particularly the one made by distinguished Senator Enyinnaya Baribe Magandibo. Thank you for joining us, for making the request for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I can assure you that I am engaging with Mr. President, and he is favorably disposed to it. And I'm sure that in no distant future, Nnamdi Kanu will regain his freedom.
See the way he cares for us. Carry one matter for your head,
I also want to respond to some of the comments about partnership with Mr. President. It is important to note that Mr. President and I have been friends for decades. And I know this president, whatever he wants to do, he will tell you. If he will not do it, he will tell you. And having made promises, I'm sure he will keep his promises. I want to also say that for Abia, we are partnering very closely. And sometimes people don't understand what opposition means. When you are part of a government, either at the national or subnational, you are part of that government. Political parties, particularly in Nigeria, are relevant for elections. They are platforms to contest elections. But by the time elections are over, political parties take the back seat and governance takes the front seat. So it does not pay for anyone to put himself in a position where he will constitute an opposition, because you can't be opposing yourself. Every discussion about the economy happens at the National Economic Council, where every governor is represented. Whatever I don't agree, I say it on the floor. But if the majority carries the day, we have to go and defend what we have decided. That is how governance works. Governance doesn't work by dissonance. Governance doesn't work by people hurling stones and abusing people. Even the Bible records that power belongs to God. And anytime you take a position against those in authority, God will not be happy with you. Having said that, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me thank Mr. President for not canceling this program in spite of the fact that some other engagements, which his representative will talk to you about shortly, happened in the last 24 to 48 hours. He had authorized that we should go ahead, and he sent no less a person than the Minister of Works, who understand what roads mean, because majority of the things that we commission today are roads. And we are very happy with Mr. President for sending our brother to represent him. We pray that his reign will be peaceful, and we pray that he will enjoy the blessings of the Lord. Finally, I would like to join everyone to wish this country happy 65th independence anniversary. As you live here, my prayer is that God will take you back to your destination safely. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
I'd like to very respectfully invite the leader and, of course, the president, who is very intentional in his drive in building bridges of peace, building bridges of progress and unity in Nigeria for Nigerians. His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, who is here represented by His Excellency Senator Engineer Dave Umahi, CON. Please speak to your people. Thank you.
President Inyanyi Nande Kalo, Obi Gajanyoto, Inyanyi Nande Kalo, Obi Gajanyoto, His Excellency Ahmed Tinubu, Obi Gajanyoto, Inyanyi Nande Kalo, Obi Gajanyoto, Inyanyi Nande Obi Gajanyoto.
Please, you may be seated. Please. Abia Mamanuo. Abia Kenemunuo. President Tayyip, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Sikankene Abia. President would have been here himself. In fact, he had scheduled to be in Abia because of the people of Abia, because of the friendship he has with your governor, Governor Alex Oti. But we had the burial of our national chairman's mother, and he asked me to let you know that within this year, he will visit Abia by himself. Can we put our hands together for our president? Your Excellency, the performing the miracle of Abia State, Dr. Alex Chiomandiabia Oti, OFR, Governor of Abia State. Your Excellency, our leader, the Deputy Senate, the Deputy Speaker of the 10th Assembly, our brother, Right Honorable Ben Carlo, CFR, the Mayandibo, my in-law, Senator Abaribe, other distinguished senators that are here, my colleague, the Deputy Governor of Abia State, our traditional fathers, our religious fathers, leaders of Abia people, leaders of Undibo. I bring greetings from our dear father, the father of Nigeria, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. On behalf of Mr. President, let me thank Abia people for
the countless number of people that line the streets of Abia and Umuahia to welcome me and your governor. It shows the love you have for our government, for your governor, and for the infrastructural development taking place in Abia State. Since I came, 10 a.m., we have been commissioning projects. First was His Excellency Michael Okpara Auditorium, a legacy project, a beauty to behold. And let me note that Michael Okpara played the kind of politics that we desire now. He took our people to the center. And we continue to pray that God will rest his soul and give him peace. And let me say to the governor, congratulations for remembering him and for turning that edifice a site of beauty. We went ahead to commission a number of projects, starting from Ajiwe Road Project, Gabriel Wosu Project, Nkoro Road Project, People's Project, Ndoki Projects, Umuatako Projects, Ohanko Road Project, and the biggest of all, the impossible Port Harcourt Road that was made possible by your governor. I commend your governor very highly. I've listened to his developmental plans, and I know your governor much before now. He's a sound economist and very experienced personality. I have no doubt that through him, Abba has recovered her lost glory. That through him, Abia people have taken back their state. And to God, we say be the glory. Let me assure you that Abia State is very important in the economic development plans of our nation. Presently, we are completing the 56-kilometer dualized of Umuahia Road, costing us 66 billion, done by the Arab contractors. Let me tell you that the Umuahia-Kote-Bene, 49 kilometers, we have completed 14 kilometers, and by the request of the governor of Abia State, we have handed over the remaining 35 kilometers of the road to him to complete and for us to enjoy. Let me announce that the famous Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway at the axis of Akwa Ibom is passing through this very important road, Umuahia-Ekote-Bene Road, which means that the moment you are on this road, when completed, in 5 hours, you will be in Lagos. Can we put our hands together for our president? The Ekote-Bene Aba Road, which is 48 kilometers by 2, we have fully completed 50 kilometers, one full carriageway and a half, costing 65 billion. Work has been directed to start on the second carriageway. The impossible Port Harcourt-Aba Road, 43 kilometers. Our government has completed fully one carriageway. 15 minutes from Aba, you will be in Port Harcourt. And I know very well that a lot of Abia people do business in One Port. Let me announce again that the 15 kilometers of the single carriageway of the double carriageway is fully completed, which means that you can well do your business taking off from Abia, and in 30 minutes you are to Newport. And let me assure you that we are beginning to have a lot of gains from our reforms. The inflation has come down to below 20%. Our foreign reserve has hit over 42 billion. The GDP is growing by over 4.2%. The worst is over. The words of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It may have seemed that there were hardship, but you know that the dawn is the darkest part of the morning. The worst is over. And we are grateful to God for administration. Let me also assure you of a lot of other projects we are doing across Southeast. We have the 66-kilometer of our FIPO through Uturu in Abia State, and the ending up in Imo State. That is 66 kilometers, costing the federal government 195 billion, and that is under Dangote tax credit. That project is being done with the same quality of Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. The Southeast is not left of the 4 legacy projects of this administration. We have the 465 kilometers starting from Calabar, through Ebonyi State, through Enugu State, to Benue, to Kogi State, to Nasarawa State, and to Abuja. Presently, 123 kilometers is started from the axis of Ebonyi, and that is costing the federal government 464 billion, and work is ongoing right now. And let me tell you that we are constructing flyover at Enugu at Abakpa Junction. And the Enugu-Onitsha Road project, which is 107 kilometers dualized, we have given MTN the greater part of that road to do under tax credit for a total contract sum of 202 billion. And the leftover 72 kilometers, we are doing it with reinforced concrete, and that is costing federal government 150 billion, and 30% is being paid. We have the Abakaliki-Enugu Road, dualized. That is costing the federal government 108 billion. The troublesome congestion at the Ekobinagu in Enugu, the federal government is building 23 dualized flyover there. Work is over 95% done. Time will fail me to tell all the projects we are doing in Southeast. But the access road, section 2B, 17.5 kilometer dualized, being done by CGC, is ongoing with over 7 bridges and flyovers. That project is costing the federal government 174 billion, and 30% is being paid. The Onitsha-Owerri Road is going on. The president is committed to completing the Lord Panther to Enugu, 61 kilometer, full one carriageway is built, and dual bridges at Artisan in Enugu State completed. Let me assure the people of Abia State that we are committed to helping the subnationals. The removal of subsidy is gaining a lot of momentum projects, and we are witnessing the gains of the removal of fuel subsidy here in Abia State. It is something that is happening in other states of Nigeria. I commit to helping your governor, working with him to ensure that Abia State fully takes back their state. Governor, I thank you very much, and I commend you for the great work you are doing. And I thank the leaders of Abia State, irrespective of political leanings. You are all together united in support of Mr. President and support of the governor of Abia State, because the welfare of our people is the reason for our being in our different offices. Let me thank the governors of Southeast. All the governors of our Southeast are united in support of Mr. President. And I ask the people of Southeast to unite and come together like we witnessed in Abia State today. And so I thank the people of Abia for your love for your governor, for your love for the president, and for receiving me very well today. Thank you very much. Now I speak in 2 minutes as your brother, the Minister of Works. I've listened to the messages I've been asked to send to Mr. President, and I've listened to the governor of Abia State, a man of wisdom, a gift to Abia State. And let me tell you one secret. This your governor is my cousin. The same blood flows in us. And so you can see that we love development. And it's my relation that I'm very, very proud of. Thank you. I want to assure Senator Abaribe on his request and the comments of the governor of Abia State about our brother Nnamdi Kanu. I want to assure, and I know that the governors of Southeast are working very seriously to explore the political solution together with our senators and House of Reps and all the ministers of Southeast, and even those who are not from Southeast are committed to this. I ask our people to be very calm and very law-abiding. Southeast belongs to us. The president belongs to us. The governor belongs to us. I'm very confident that with the love of the president, for the people of Southeast, for the governors and the leadership of Southeast, that which we seek, peaceful resolution of the matter of Nnamdi Kanu, will come to pass. But we must be law-abiding. We must be very appreciative. We must know that this president has taken Southeast to the center of activities of our nation. The first time Southeast is getting Minister of Works, and it's not an ordinary Minister of Works. This is very strong Minister of Works who is really working and who will not forget the Southeast in the affairs of the nation. Be not afraid. God is with us. The president has remembered us. Never again shall we be forgotten. I was a governor. I didn't witness any federal project in Ebonyi State. But today, everywhere you turn to, you will see President Bola Ahmed Tinubu developmental projects. So I have the bragging rights to say this is a gift of the president to the people of Southeast. We have been remembered, and we have been fully remembered. We will appreciate him and continue to seek for more so that we can cover all the lost ground, all the neglect, all the time we were discriminated against. Today, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu emenaya. Uzadiga Gagana Abia State. Governor Alex Obioti Aruchania. Governor, we thank you. Our leaders, we thank you. Together, we shall take back our country. God bless you and thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. President. Your Excellency is very distinguished. Ladies and gentlemen, for all the good deeds that Mr. President has continued to do for his people. I'd like to, at this point, plead that His Excellency the President approaches where we have the traditional rulers in attendance, led by the Chairman Ndieze, for the traditional chieftaincy conferment. Thank you.
Mr. President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, said Ahmed, Tinubu, Obi the Abia State Imma, the Abia Doom, there's a doom, Ilenya Rebori, Kalopi the Ato, there's a no. Ibia Kwande, our miracle governor, Anabazage, Abia State. I say, Abakuego Kudicho, De La Rua, Ibra, Goga Abia State, Iba Men Rezo, Abia State. There's Abia Dum Jureju, Akara, 400 people not the ball. Ijakwande, Omega for Nanya Bogobo 9. I say Abachigi Dicho, Gela Gafia, was a Dina Oga the one. Okay, I want Ashologi. I want Barakagi. What's up? Let me go again. Let me go ya. La. Okay, one. They got okay. Let me akupegi. Here, actually, Gabo. One of Abia State. Don't go any one of Abia State.
Well, I'm really excited over all the developments. Sincerely, when you look at from morning till now, the movement we have taken across the length and breadth of Umuahia and Aba, and how happy people are, it means that the governor has really done well. He's been very strategic and very committed. The kind of roads, the quality of roads he has built and the infrastructure he has put in place is not only for people to enjoy, but for it to be sustained over time. And I'm sure both our visitors, Mr. President and his representatives, the House of Representative member, from their words, you can see, for them to say that Dr. Alex Otti is a gift to Abia, and that what he's been doing is quite miraculous. It shows how elated they are. And I know quite well that when you say that someone is a gift, you will not like to withdraw such a positive gift from people. And when you say that somebody does some miraculous work, you pray that that person sustains good works. So I'm happy to hear all these kind words from these sound and solid Nigerians. It means that's a perfect marriage between the people in the ground, the grassroots, and the people that have visited, just to drive home that Dr. really done well for the people.
Sorry? I'm Honorable Chris Nkwanta, and I represent the good people of Okwa East and West in the National Assembly, House of Representatives.
Today you're in Abia for the commissioning of some projects of the governor. What do you feel about what do you say about the infrastructure development?
It's unbelievable. You know, this is my first time. This is my first time coming to Aba since Alex Otti became governor. And what I saw today is mind-blowing. What I saw, what he has done in 2 years is unprecedented. I just couldn't believe it. Because, you know, people get their news through the social media without connecting with the reality. But today, coming to Aba from Umuahia to all the roads that were commissioned today, in 2 years, I just can't believe it. And I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Jinja Onsibe. I represent Isialangwa North and Isialangwa South Federal Constituency. I am also the House of Reps caucus leader of Abia State. I spoke on behalf of Abia caucus and I have delivered the message. I also think the message is more important than the messenger. Dr. Alex Oti has earned for himself automatically a second tenure. Abians are very happy with him. Let me just give you one example. The old Enimba Hotels was built by Nnamdi Azikiwe, was built by Sam Mbakwe of the then Imo State. All the successive governors, they have visited that place and nothing happened. But today, work is going on in that hotel. There is no road we passed through today. There is nowhere we saw a pothole in Aba. We did not see any dustbin in Aba. It is very clear. Our people will say that we want to thank him and we want to urge him to continue to do more. We love Mr. President. Mr. President is entitled to his second tenure. Dr. Alex Oti is also entitled to his second tenure. Thank you very much.
I appreciate all the artists led by Onyame. Bless Abia. God bless Nigeria. Indeed, the president has nicknamed our governor.
You're watching Arise, the world's standout news channel. Arise News, awards, and beyond.